The vastness of the ocean has always captivated the human spirit, its endless expanse a canvas for dreams and adventures, its depths holding both allure and danger, a mysterious world beneath the waves. For young Abby Sunderland, the sea was more than just a body of water. It was a call to adventure, a challenge to conquer, a dream to chase. At the age of 16, Abby dared to dream a dream few could fathom, to circumnavigate the globe solo, testing her limits against the might of the world's oceans, pushing herself beyond the horizon. Abby wasn't new to the world of sailing. She had spent countless hours mastering the art of navigation and the intricacies of the sea. The daughter of a shipwright, she grew up amidst the scent of salt water and wood, the sound of hammers and saws a constant backdrop to her childhood. The rhythm of the waves a familiar lullaby, a soothing melody that called her to the sea. Sailing was in her blood, a passion nurtured from a young age, a fire that burned brightly within her. She had already tasted the freedom of the open ocean, the thrill of the unknown, the joy of the journey, the exhilaration of wind and wave, the feeling of being one with the elements. But this dream, to sail around the world alone, was a different beast altogether, a monumental challenge that required more than just skill. It demanded not just skill and experience but an indomitable spirit, a heart that could endure the solitude and the storms, a resilience that could weather any storm, a courage that could face any fear. Abby, however, was not deterred. Her spirit was unyielding, her resolve unbreakable. With unwavering determination, she prepared for her journey, meticulously planning every detail, ensuring she was ready for whatever the sea might throw at her. Her heart set on etching her name in the annals of sailing history, Abby sailed into the horizon, a dream on the cusp of reality. The year was 2010. Newspapers and television screens buzzed with the story of a 16-year-old girl from California embarking on a perilous journey. Abby Sunderland, with the blessings and support of her family, set sail from Marina del Rey, California, aboard her sailboat Wild Eyes. Her vessel, a sturdy 40-foot sloop, became her home, her sanctuary, her battle companion. It was equipped with the latest technology, a lifeline connecting her to the outside world. But more importantly, it carried the weight of her dreams, the hopes of a young woman challenging herself against the odds. The first leg of her journey was a testament to her spirit. She navigated the treacherous waters of the Pacific, battled loneliness and fatigue, and celebrated small victories with a tenacity that belied her young age. The world watched in awe as she rounded Cape Horn, the southernmost tip of South America, becoming the youngest solo sailor to achieve this feat. Abby's journey wasn't just about breaking records, it was a voyage of self-discovery, a quest to understand her own capabilities and limitations. Alone on the vast expanse of the ocean, she confronted her fears, tested her limits, and pushed herself beyond what she thought was possible. She discovered a wellspring of inner strength she never knew she possessed, a resilience that would become her greatest ally. She chronicled her experiences in her blog, her words painting vivid pictures of life at sea, the breathtaking sunrises, the playful dolphins, the star-studded night skies, and the serene yet powerful beauty of the ocean. There were moments of doubt, of course, times when the enormity of her undertaking threatened to overwhelm her, when the isolation felt like a heavy burden. But Abby learned to find solace in the rhythm of the sea, the gentle rocking of the boat, and the endless horizon that promised new adventures. She found companionship in the company of the albatross, their graceful flight a reminder of freedom and perseverance. She marveled at the sheer magnificence of nature's raw power, the stormy seas that tested her resolve and the calm that followed. She learned to adapt, to improvise, to trust her instincts, and to rely on her own resourcefulness. Her courage and determination resonated with people around the world, inspiring countless individuals to pursue their own dreams. She became an inspiration, a symbol of human resilience, and the boundless capacity of the human spirit to overcome adversity. But little did she know that her greatest test lay ahead, a challenge that would push her to the very edge of her endurance and survival. A storm that would not only test her sailing skills, but also her will to survive in the face of nature's fury. The Indian Ocean, known for its unpredictable temperament, lived up to its reputation. A storm, brewing in the depths of the southern Indian Ocean, was gathering strength, its fury about to be unleashed upon the unsuspecting young sailor. On June 10, 2010, Abby's world transformed from serene beauty to terrifying chaos. The wind howled like a banshee, whipping up monstrous waves that tossed her vessel like a toy. The sky, once a brilliant blue, turned an ominous gray, the air thick with the threat of impending doom. Then a rogue wave, a towering wall of water, slammed into Wild Eyes with a deafening roar. The mast, Abby's lifeline to communication and stability, snapped like a twig, sending the young sailor hurtling across the deck. Battered and bruised, her world literally turned upside down. Abby found herself at the mercy of the raging sea. Section 5, Adrift and Alone, 48 Hours of Fear and Resilience. The dismasting of Wild Eyes wasn't just a physical blow, it was a psychological hammer blow. Alone, thousands of miles from land, in one of the most remote and unforgiving stretches of ocean, Abby was facing her worst nightmare. Fear, cold and clammy, threatened to consume her, but Abby, drawing on a reservoir of strength she didn't know she possessed, refused to give in. Her survival instincts kicked in, honed by years of sailing experience and a spirit tempered by the sea. She activated her emergency beacons, sending out desperate pleas for help into the vast emptiness. The hours that followed were a blur of fear and determination, of battling seasickness and despair, of clinging to the faint hope of rescue. Food was scarce, water contaminated, and sleep a luxury she couldn't afford. Yet, through it all, Abby held on, her spirit refusing to be broken. Section 6, Signals in the Storm. The rescue effort begins. Thousands of miles away, Abby's distress signals were being picked up. The news of her plight spread like wildfire, igniting a wave of concern and a desperate race against time. The Australian Maritime Safety Authority, alerted to her situation, immediately launched a massive search and rescue operation. It was a logistical nightmare. Abby's last known position was in one of the most remote parts of the world, battered by a ferocious storm. Planes were dispatched, their crews braving howling winds and torrential rain, their eyes scanning the raging ocean for any sign of the stricken vessel. Ships changed course, diverting from their planned routes, their captains and crews driven by a shared sense of urgency and a desire to bring the young sailor home. The world held its breath, praying for a miracle, their hopes pinned on the faint signals emanating from a tiny dot lost in a sea of gray fury. Section 7, A Beacon of Hope, Rescue and Relief. For 2 agonizing days, Abby battled the elements and her own fears. The storm raged on, testing her resolve, pushing her to the very edge of her endurance. But just when her hope began to dwindle, a beacon of light pierced through the gloom. On June 12, 2010, a French fishing vessel, the Île de la Réunion, spotted Wild Eyes' battered hull, bobbing precariously amidst the relentless waves. Relief washed over Abby, a wave of emotion so powerful it brought tears to her eyes. She had survived. The crew of the Île de la Réunion, hardened seafarers themselves, were astounded by her resilience. They welcomed her aboard, offering her warmth, food, and words of comfort. The world, which had watched with bated breath, erupted in joy and relief. Abby Sunderland, the teenage girl who dared to dream, had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. Section 8. The World Reacts, Controversy, and Criticism. Abby's rescue was met with an outpouring of relief and celebration, but as the initial euphoria subsided, a wave of controversy followed. Critics, questioning the wisdom of allowing a 16-year-old to undertake such a perilous journey, accused her parents of recklessness and courting disaster. The debate raged on, dividing public opinion. Some argued that Abby's voyage was foolhardy, an unnecessary risk that could have ended in tragedy. Others, however, defended her right to pursue her dreams, praising her courage and determination. Lost in the cacophony of opinions was the quiet strength of a young woman who had faced her fears and emerged stronger. Abby, thrust into the spotlight, handled the criticism with grace and maturity, reminding the world that her journey was about pushing her own limits, not conforming to societal expectations. Section 9. Unsinkable Spirit, A Legacy of Courage. Abby Sunderland's story is not just about a perilous voyage or a dramatic rescue. It's a narrative that transcends the boundaries of a single adventure. It's a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all, a spirit that drives us to push beyond our limits. The courage to dream big, and the resilience to overcome adversity, no matter how insurmountable it may seem. Her journey, though cut short, left an indelible mark on the world, a mark that continues to inspiring countless others to chase their own dreams, no matter how audacious they may seem. Her story is a beacon of hope. Abby's story reminds us that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a crucial part of the journey. It's a stepping stone, a learning experience that shapes us into who we are meant to be, molding our character and fortitude. It teaches us that the human spirit, when tested, has the capacity to surprise even itself, revealing hidden strengths, to find strength in the face of fear and hope in the darkest of storms, navigating through life's tempests with unwavering resolve. Abby Sunderland may not have been the youngest person to circumnavigate the globe solo, but her legacy is far-reaching. But she achieved something far greater. She became a symbol of youthful courage and determination. She reminded the world that age is no barrier to courage, and that the spirit of adventure knows no bounds, that dreams are worth fighting for, and that the pursuit of those dreams is a noble endeavor, and that the human spirit, like the sea itself, is ultimately unsinkable, forever buoyed by hope and resilience.